Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm Frank, and today we are building, unboxing, and giving a quick little first impression review on the SOVOL SVO3. I am so excited about this. Redemption! Hey, anyway, yeah, so SOVOL sent me this printer. This is a weird printer. This is the size of the Creality Ender 5 Plus, 350 by 350 by 400, but it's a bed slinger. It's not a, the bed doesn't move them down, it moves forward and back, so it's like a CR10S. It's really big. Looking at other reviews and just like the features, it kind of has all the features of like a CR10S Pro V2. It's cheaper, it's bigger. I have high hopes for this, so let's crack this thing open, take a look at it, and see what we're working with. Oh, it's a direct drive. I totally forgot about that. Oh, wow. This is really nice. Wow. There is not a lot to this printer. It has a BL touch, it's a direct drive, and it's a filament runout sensor. But what is with companies lately not sending cutters, nippers? Oh, it also didn't come with any tools, like at all. All right, so I'm thinking they might have sent me a return. That's the only thing I can figure here, because I didn't get the zip ties, I didn't get the tool set, and I didn't get the nippers. It looks like I have everything else though, and I know I can build this with the tools that I have. I have no problem breezing through this build and having confidence that you guys will be able to do the exact same thing. All done. That was ridiculously quick. Even less plugs than the Pro V2 because I didn't need to plug in the BL Touch. It's ran through the main spool. Nothing really to note here. The screen went on pretty easily. The only thing I don't like about it that I can see is the SD card slot is like here. It's kind of buried in this area. But like if that's my only complaint so far, okay. It comes with a USB cable to hook it up to your computer, and that will let you update any firmware to maybe like a TH3D firmware, but it should work fine just out of the box. I was gonna buy a bunch of printers for a print farm coming up here soon, and we're gonna see how this thing goes. I do like how they got the larger bed to fit on the CR10S style frame. Instead of the gantry directly on top of this, they widen it out and it bolts to the side. Check your bed. My bed isn't wobbly at all. I don't need to tighten the eccentric nuts at all. If your bed wobbles left and right, check out the eccentric nuts that are kind of holding it together. And my gantry up here also isn't wobbly because it's a direct drive system with the extruder on the print head. It has 4 roller wheels instead of 3, so it doesn't wobble as easy. Make sure all the bolts are nice and snug. You don't want to wrench them down like they're gonna break, but make sure everything's squared up. Also make sure your belts aren't like guitar string tight. They don't need to be like incredibly tight. I like that. That's a little tight. We'll loosen you a little. Power button's in a pretty convenient spot over here. Let's take it for a spin. All right, so it's straight up Marlin firmware. That's super simple. SVO3. Ooh, bed leveling. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Auto home. Your first auto home, what I always suggest doing is keeping your finger hovering over the power button. Just in case the nozzle, something starts to crash into something it shouldn't, you can quickly kill power without doing any damage. The gantry should go up first. Your nozzle head should move all the way over to the left. Your bed should move all the way to the back, and then your entire gantry will come down. That is the order of operations. If that isn't how it happens, you might have something plugged in wrong. If you're ever having trouble pushing filament through your runout sensor or your extruder, cut it, the tip at a 45-degree angle, and then straighten it out with your hand as much as possible, and it should slip right through. There we go. All right, let's heat it up for the first time. So it seems like it's gonna do the exact same thing it does on my CR10 Max, my Pro V2, and my Ender 5 Pluses, whatever has a BL Touch. It's gonna move along 16 to 25 points and give you the measurements. Look how nice that is coming out. First shot, properly leveled. Love to see it. But say your first layer is not coming out like this. Maybe it looks like it's laying a piece of spaghetti across the bed, or nothing's coming out at all and you're scratching the bed up. There's a cool little feature while you're printing. This is something called baby Z steps basically, or Z offset, and that lets you raise and lower the nozzle as you're actively printing. Whoa, we're in the future and back in America and not in England. So I had initially filmed a normal outro for this video when I had built and tested the printer. I had some high hopes for it. I love my Creality printers. I still use them, I still have plenty of them. But what SOVOL's gone and done is taken the best that Creality has to offer and packaged it into one affordable printer. The bigger build platform, the ultra base bed, the BL Touch, the direct drive, a much beefier frame. This thing really has everything you want and really nothing you don't need. Since being back in America, I've started trying to build up a print farm and I've gotten my hands on 5 more of these printers. This is one of those 5 and my 6th one is still on its way from England. And believe me, I've been absolutely putting these things to work. They've been running basically non-stop since I got them, printing more large props in cosplay, and the print quality off the bed is pretty cool. Like I initially said, this is a fairly simple printer to set up. I'm confident you guys could go get it and get to printing right away. In my opinion, this is one of the best printers you can get for the price point right now if you're trying to get into props and cosplay. It's awesome. Thank you again, SOVOL, for sending me this printer. Obviously, I really enjoyed it. That's why I went and got some more of them. I'd left the link down below if you guys are interested in grabbing your own. That just about wraps up this video, guys. If you haven't already, if you could subscribe, that would really help the channel out. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these review videos or cosplay or tutorials or whatever I feel like putting out. I'm uploading new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and sometimes some special videos on Saturdays and Sundays. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave them down below. I try to read all of the comments and I really appreciate the feedback. That's a wrap for this video, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and you have a good day. Redemption!